Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and it is time to speculate around here. As the Heroic Brawl starts today, again, don't enter that crap. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your gold unless you're like a content creator like me who likes to just, the gold doesn't matter, do it for entertainment, or you just want to compete and you don't mind losing your gold. But what the Heroic Brawl always signifies is next week, we're getting a mini set announcement, and I wanted to talk about, are we going to get the old gods back? We're going to get some iconic legendaries back. We're going to go over exactly which ones I think we might get, why it might be the old gods, as well as have a full preview of the shop update portrait. There's like a new Death Knight portrait put out there. I'll fully preview it and go over the shop update like we do like after every Tuesday. There's always a shop update. If you enjoy the content on the channel, if you like, I've earned your subscription, please hit that sub button down below. Give the video a like, it helps out a lot. So yeah, just quick reminder again, the Heroic Brawl is today. You can see the rewards for 1,000 gold, 0 wins, gets you 1 pack. You got to do pretty darn well to get like decent rewards back. And even if you want to get your gold back, you literally have to go 12 wins. It's really tough. It's really hard. I don't recommend it. Save your gold. But I wanted to talk about these guys, the old gods, back in Whispers of the Old Gods. It's been like so long ago. I'm so old now. It's almost like 10 years now. It's crazy. I think like, what, 8, 7 years ago? Regardless, we've had the old gods twice actually. Dark Moon Fair also had them come back, but we haven't seen them in quite some time other than the new Yogg coming out like during Titans as a Titan. We haven't seen that in a while. And with Whiz Bang's Workshop, the latest expansion, one of the major themes of that set is throwbacks to old legendaries. And we saw like Ziliax, we saw Geppetto, Tarim, but I kind of noticed throughout all like the iconic legendary callbacks, we did not see one single old god. And I thought it would be a lot of fun to go over what iconic legendaries would be really fun to see, which one I think is super likely. There's one that I think is super likely. It's not an old god. And just, yeah, kind of reminisce about old iconic legendaries. And the giveaway I'm doing right now, normally we give away free mini sets when the mini set's revealed. We're still gonna do that, but what I'm going to ask from you guys is just comment down below, since there's 4 legendaries per mini set, what 4 iconic legendaries would you like to see come back? And whatever is like the closest-ish in the comments down below, I'll pick that as a winner for a free mini set when that time comes. We're starting the giveaway season a little bit early, but yeah, let's take a look at what I think will be coming. So I think there's a pretty good shot, to be honest, that yeah, we get some old gods, maybe just the one, like we have Yogg right now. I think can basically say no to Yogg, but we haven't had a Cthulhu. We've had 2 Cthulhus. We haven't seen one in a while. I don't know how likely that is. I think there's a good shot we could get like a Yashiraj, because there really hasn't been many throwbacks to this card. We've seen other throwbacks to Yogg. We've seen kind of callbacks, at least in Twist to Cthulhu, like the stock of Cthulhu. I'm curious if we'll see a new Yashiraj style of card. If there's one old god, I think it would be that. Because like Cthulhu's been weird. Like right, the first one you had to have a bunch of cards to buff him up. The second one, it was like just 5 pieces you shuffled into your deck. I want to see an old god. I think it'd be a lot of fun. But what other iconic legendaries do I think should be added or could be added? One of the themes of Whizbang has been a lot of the League of Evil, right? You had a lot of cards like that and a lot of throwbacks to that. I noted we already got Inventor Boom, so another boom, not very likely. Rafam is in the core set, so I think that wouldn't be super likely. Madame Lazul already covered in the core set as well, but there's one guy who's glaringly absent, and that is Heist Baron Togwoggle. We haven't seen a Togwoggle this set, and this is probably my safest bet that I think we will get another new rogue legendary, and it will be a new Togwoggle, which probably has something to do with shuffling or, card draw stuff. That 8 mana card that if you draw a bunch of cards, you get that out for like cheap. Well, I think Togwoggle is going to be a legendary that does something along those lines. I don't think we see anything else from this set, potentially. Like, we already got Kagnar. There's a lot of this set already kind of present, but you never know. Maybe one of these other cards will pop up. But my safest bet, I feel like outside of anything, has got to be a new Heist Baron Togwoggle. And through Legacy, there was a lot of throwbacks to like the original Legacy set. And I'm curious, we could maybe see a scenarios. We already got ourselves a new King Crush. I think there's a good shot of a new Antonidas. Maybe we get a mage and Rogue Legendary, and then the 2 neutrals. Maybe Archmage Antonidas makes a comeback. He had one before where if you played like a bunch of fire spells in a row, he would shoot 3 fireballs. Saw a tiny bit of play back in the day, but I think it's about time we have some new Antonidas in the game. Could even have a new throwback to Tyrion. Prophet Velen would be a great choice. We already had a reprint of Edwin. I feel like that would be too soon. And I think Togwaggle's already taking the spot. And Alakir just got a print as like a hero card in Twist, so that's probably too soon. But how about a throwback to Lord Jaraxxus? How cool would that be? A new Jaraxxus, maybe not a hero card, but also it would just feel weird if it wasn't a hero card. We've already seen his fist. Maybe we just get something else. His leg, the leg of Jaraxxus. I don't know. But maybe a Grom, you never know. There's a lot of potential options here. I would have said Leroy, honestly, if they didn't just put Leroy in the core set. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I feel like that would have been a cooler way of going about it. Like throw Leroy in the mini set instead of putting the core set. But to be honest, most people aren't complaining about Leroy these days. Another iconic legendary that's never had a throwback, really. He's been power crept by like a freaking mech and rogue, the Octobot, but Emperor Thorson, one of my favorite cards of all time. Why not give him some love? A throwback to good old Emperor. I already saw a new Aviana this set, and it got me thinking, why don't we go back to the Grand Tournament and make this card, this is your throwback to Jaraxxus. Make Wilfred Fizzlebag do a damn thing. He never did anything. I gotta say though, his golden with Jaraxxus, like, that's a sick golden. I miss golden cards like this. Should that be a video on its own? Look back at some of these old goldens that were like spectacular. Regardless, give me a Wilfred throwback, and I'm not even undoing this. This one looks sweet. I'm keeping it. I think it's safe to say the League of Explorers will not be revisited. I think that's pretty safe because they're like all in the game already. We're looking at neutrals though. I feel like Karazhan's got some good picks here, like Prince Malchezaar, one of the more kind of cool iconic cards of like shuffling in all those legendaries. Already kind of got that effect now with like the new Aviana, as we just kind of mentioned, but why not bring Prince Malchezaar back, or just trigger everybody and make a new Bards? How evil would that be? One of my favorite cards ever. This is probably one of my higher up picks for a throwback for a neutral card. Finja was just such a rad card. It spawned so many Murloc archetypes in all these classes that are called like water decks. Man, I would love to see a new Finja. We haven't seen one throwback to this card, and I think it would be really cool. Or, you know, bring back Patches in some way. You know, we got Pirates going on. What more iconic legendary out there you could revisit than a Patches the frickin' Pirate? Leave off with this one. You know what? We don't have enough Highlander support. We don't have enough support for Brand Warrior. So why not make another no duplicate card and bring Zep back into the mix and power creep on this somehow? Okay, this one's basically not gonna happen unless it's not a Highlander card, because the Highlander stuff is all from last year, so they're not gonna do it this year. But still, Zep's pretty iconic. He hasn't been really revisited. Or Kadar's like helpful weapon does not qualify. It just gives me mirror images. Reminder, if you want to enter that giveaway to try and win a mini set, put your guess for the 4 legendaries that could be picked as a throwback. Again, 2 neutrals, 2 class legendaries, and we'll pick a winner when we have our big giveaway when the mini set is announced, likely next week. We have a bit of a shop update. We have Hamul Rune Totem back in the shop. I think it was a pre-order exclusive you can get now for like 1,500 gold or 1,250 Canadian, or like probably $10 USD. They also have Shah Illidan back as another returning one for 1,000 gold or like 750 USD, 875 Canadian. Burger Uther, a really cool one. Just, I don't know, it's silly. It's silliness. You could get this for 1,000 gold or like 750 USD, 875 Canadian. And we have the new portrait in the shop, a more basic portrait, so no big animation or animated hero power, but it's a really nice looking Death Knight portrait. Comes with the 5 Death Knight packs, and she sounds and looks like this.
Queen Lana'thel versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
You've fallen under my spell. What brings you to my forest? My, you're a feisty one. Accept my thanks, or else. Astonishing. Did that backfire? The Witchwood had nothing on me.
Yeah!
Toil and trouble! I'm sorry. How unfortunate.
And again, this one costs 1,000 runestones, $10 USD, 12.50 Canadian. I really like that one. I think she's pretty sweet. And that is your shop update for the day. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, what legendaries we might get. We're getting the mold gods. We're getting who knows. Should be a lot of fun. And I guess we'll probably find out pretty soon. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.